welcome back to the channel where today a few things. Firstly, we need to go and pick up a car that I truly love and very special.
Welcome to Hoogie's Garage, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube, and this is my latest purchase, a 1988 Porsche 928 S4 with only 43,000 miles on it. How's it going, guys? My name is Tavares, and today we're going to be stripping my cheap, fast and furious Lamborghini Murcielago's interior. And we're starting with this. Let me keep in the darn car. Now that we're alone, viewers, holy cow, 500,000 subscribers. And when we set out producing content for this channel about 15 months ago, I never imagined that we would get here. I never thought we'd even develop our own audience. I mean, I've known a lot of automotive YouTubers.
Become a YouTuber.
Robert Himmler, who was kind of a pioneer of a lot of this. Back when I was at the dealership, I've known Doug DeMuro since he wrote the article about us on the Cannonball Run record. I've known Tavares and all these guys. I was even a guest speaker at a Cars and Coffee Pittsburgh party, and we did a whole live stream with Ferretti and that dude in blue, David Patterson, TJ Hunt, Evan Shanks, and then Rob Dahm showed up a bit later. I had sold him his Diablo and even had a mutual friend with him that was on The Bachelorette in the same season. He outlasted Rob in the courtship there, but we still love you, Rob, and I love your Diablo, even with all of its accidents and sordid past. But as we kind of thought about how we were going to market VinWiki, the company, which we started back in 2016.
All right.
Yes, in case you
Let's
didn't
go.
understand that. VinWiki is...
Hello and welcome. My name is Aljaž and this is Normal, a brand new channel for cars, trips, events, fun stuff. So today is a very exciting day for me because I get to play a YouTuber. So we're starting the season with an event hosted by official Mercedes dealer, where it's inviting all the local clubs to join for something special. So right now, as a member of a local Mercedes club, I'm on my way to the meeting point where we meet our guys. So right now we're on our way to the local meeting point with our club, where all of our members will assemble and drive together in a convoy to the dealer, one of the locations where supposedly they are preparing something special for us. Let's get our car. And this is our ride for today. So this is our ride. Mercedes SLK 55 AMG. And we are going to have some fun. And of course, it doesn't go without cold start. And of course, we need to use the car in its full. So we're gonna put the roof down and enjoy the topless experience. So we're on the way to our meeting point, which is a clubhouse, kind of clubhouse, it's a workshop, but that's where our group is meeting. And of course, we're gonna be there in style. Always lovely to take this car out. All winter, I couldn't wait for this day to come. We are going for a proper trip. Since this is technically the first event that we are all doing this year, and today is actually one of the first days that are really nice, so the turn up could be actually quite noteworthy. Personally, I'm also hoping for some goodies, because Norway has a very varied car scene, and you never know what you can see. I've seen just an SLS just turning up, and there's an SLS, a very rare car. So I guess now is a good time to mention, since I'm learning all of this, I'm definitely not a professional. So if you can bear with me, I will do my best to give you an interesting perspective into Norwegian car scene and all the events that are being hosted all around. Spring is going to be very busy, and then summer we see what we can do, and then for the end of the season it picks up a little bit. If you are interested in Norwegian landscape, trips, events, cars, how life in Norway is like for the car guys, please subscribe and follow me for more. Never gets old for a car guy. So we are coming up on our first tunnel, and let's make a pull. Make some noise. Fun to do. I will try to show you as much as I can, go to all the events around that I can find and show you. But from the beginning there's gonna be more of Mercedes oriented content, because that's just where I'm at, most deeply involved in, but there will be other things to show. In Norway, especially, there's big American car culture, like not just performance cars, but also the old cars that many of my generations are not really familiar with. Like, Norwegian people love to restore old Humpties. I think for someone like Tyler Hoover might be interesting to come around and check things out here, because it gets from just pure restoration to heavy modification in outlandish things. But Norwegian people love their V8s. Despite this being a very electrified country, like more than half of cars around us are either electric or hybrid, which I guess maybe except places like California, this might be the most advanced car society in terms of electrification, which does bring some problems with it, because most of the car guys are older generations. Younger people are not representative here. I'm one of the youngest, and I'm not that young anymore, which is a little bit of a sad thing, but it is what it is. And now that we are coming up, on our meeting point, let's see if there's any early birds to spot. I guess I am one of the first, if not the first, which I guess is fine. Let's see where we are going to. Here they are, our guys. get some nice shots of them. Love me an SL, but too much money for me right now. However, my preferred SL is the 63 of the previous generation, but facelift, the 2008 Plus. Gotta admit, this one looks very on point. I always love convoy driving. It's something in the bunch of interesting cars together, little bit. Bunch of interesting cars, car guys with the same passion, same destination, just going to interesting places. Let's make a blip. Not the most talkative guy, unfortunately. More of an introvert, but I'm trying. Imagine I'm telling a very riveting story right now. You are very interested. Well, of course, this being a dealership, having relatively new inventory. Okay, this E63 cab. You wanna come somewhere in style? This is how you do it. But I see something classic. Something of my time. Look at this. Just a Carrera, but I love it all the same. There's always something to see. said about the stock cars. I mean, I know I have technically the best version of it. However, the clean lines are something nice. Just pure simplicity. I always love to see SLK in the wild. It's really underappreciated model. Everybody goes for the obvious ones, however the SLK doesn't get much love. Now, makes it cheaper for you. Alright, we've closed, so now let's go check out the dealership itself. See what they have in store for us. Might have some barbecue later, who knows. Of course, entrance dominated by electrics. It is Norway, by the way. Look at this. Never seen one of these in person before. I like that it's bubbly, not straight cut like most of the time. Smart. These aren't small anymore, are they? But look at these, if you can call it regular G-Wagon. And a G63 4x4 square. Look at this monster. By the way, this is the first time I've seen one in person, and I've seen myself a G-Wagon before, but never this big. Look at the size of this bugger. I got the camera zoomed out all the way, and I'm like, what, 2-3 meters away just to get it in shot. Wow. And the regular G63, if you can call it regular, tiny in comparison. Look at those wheels. I mean, for most of you watching this, duh. But I've never seen one in person before. Look at these wheels, man. I'm not a fan of closed wheels or multiple spoke, but I don't know. I guess different strokes for different folks. Look at this matte finish. Norway being Norway, the two extremes. You've got a lineup of big V8s and then electrics. But almost nothing in between. Look at this color. Oh, shiny. God damn. When you can pull off a white color, all shiny like this, man, it looks nice, but keep that clean, not for me. Not for me. This would be better for me because, well, I'm not exactly the cleanliest of guys with the cars. Well, I can't even wash my car at home, so there's that. But man, these are some big ass cars. Occasionally I find myself having a problem parking in just my small car. But these things, kudos to those who manage to find the parking spots. Ooh, look at this. Just look at this. And the color, what is this color? Dark brownish with flakes in it. I'm digging it, I'm digging it. As far as executive saloons go, if you want to be driven, very nice to see. And here's another one. Two-toned. Oh, look at the wheels! Holy shit, that's crazy. See-through. Man, they really go bonkers with this. I mean, just like you, I watch all the YouTube videos and seeing stuff in person always amazes you. And I've seen some stuff before, you can see, but champagne glasses. Look at the nice interior. Plain black with a silver top. Impressive. People with money, who's got choices? Nice. CLA, I thought these are smaller actually. Maybe it doesn't seem on camera, but seems pretty big car actually. Also, these new paints look nice, but I don't know what happened, but with some of my cars that I had newer cars, let's say 2015 plus, were really bad with stone chips. So I don't know. If you can PPF it, that would be the best. Check this out. Ridiculous. If you want to collect this stuff, oh, look at the watches. I'm not a watch guy, but I can always appreciate the craftsmanship. Let's see. What is this? AMG even. Lovely. And if you're wondering how much this costs, apparently it costs, that's just over $1,100 ish, I guess, off the top of my head. But this lineup, I love the color. Man, I hate this world that everything gets just silver and black. But look at this. I think Shmuel would love it. Fruit CDs. Man, the color. I don't even know, is this the famed solar beam yellow or not? I'm not the expert in these things. But matte green, that's a bold statement. Look. Alright, at this point the microphone issues are getting much worse, so no more torturing and let me show you the highlights. Enjoy. at that color. Cherry red. I love it so much. This is one beautiful SL. Some colors really do pop out, huh? I love me a good color. I wish it just wouldn't be so gray all the time. But hey, can't have it all, I guess. People will prefer it. So, time to go. So that concludes our short spring meeting at Mercedes-Benz dealer Bertelosti in Lorensko. Been a nice, short and sweet. Time to hit it on the road. That was interesting. So basically I hit my, how you would say, stage fright. Well, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Something to work on. So, we've seen some few interesting things. The 4x4 square was a nice surprise, and the two Maybachs. Damn, those Maybachs, you can have some weird details on it. Gotta respect, whoever chooses those wheels, it's a commitment, but I'm sure you're making a statement with it. Personally, I'm more of a 5-spoke wheel type design kind of guy. But those limousines, man, it would be very nice to be driven, even for a short. And there we have it, the end of the video. I hope you liked it. This was harder than it looks. You being a YouTuber is not easy. So kudos to the people who actually do it. If you stayed long enough to see this, you're amazing. Please leave a comment on how to improve, what we would like to see. Also, please subscribe and help me out. And over time we'll get better. So, hopefully, see you later. Bye bye.